We are in many ways a small diocese, but our relationship with the rhythms of nature has made us resilient, strong, determined, deeply committed to the needs of the most vulnerable among us. When disaster strikes, this small diocese becomes a giant, and we put aside our differences, our cultural, theological, and political persuasions, and our liturgical preferences, and we jump in, grab our crowbars, and do what we do best. And this is beautiful to see. There's nothing more joy-producing than watching a high Anglo-Catholic swing a crowbar, especially if they wear their cassocks. When others come and go as quickly as the storms themselves come and go, we stay to the very end. As the staging sites of others are taken down, our staging sites continue to be built. As others go back to the new normal, we choose to dwell in the dysfunction of falling sheetrock, piles of debris, and the broken lives those mountains of debris hide. This last mid-August, this small diocese became a giant once again. Soon after the storm, we saw brothers and sisters from around the diocese organized to provide relief to those who had lost everything. Within days, we had teams working in St. Francisville, Denham Springs, and Baton Rouge. Parishes reached out to their neighbors immediately after the storm and took care of policemen and women, teachers of various schools, including our own Episcopal High School, and their own parishioners. But within a week, we began to reach out beyond our churches, and we started walking the streets that looked like a war zone destroyed by the fierce storm. We started to meet people of all ages, walks of life, and financial situations. We started to listen to incredible stories of heartache and hope. And we began to see the generosity of many who would direct us to help their neighbors first, even though they themselves were underwater. We have done a great job, but in many ways our work must continue. Thanks to Episcopal Relief and Development, we have given over $70,000 to needy families. The Bishop's Fund has added an additional $50,000, which we have used for small $1,000 to $5,000 grants to families who are ready to start rebuilding. The list of those sending their requests to the committee for consideration continues to grow. Episcopal Relief and Development has pledged and will deliver to us in the next few days an additional $100,000, and the Bishop's Fund has pledged an additional $50,000 for 2017. Please note that we are here for the long haul. We have resources we can use to help your parishioners. We can help and we want to help. But to do that, we still need your help. Please continue to pray for us and continue to support us. There is something everyone in our congregations can do, and we can use your help. Please call Elaine Clements, who has been invaluable in this recovery effort. We are very blessed to have her, and she will direct you further. Call me directly and Father Peter Kang, my invaluable assistant in this effort, and I will be glad to answer all your questions. Call Canon Manning, and she will also give you whatever answers she has. She has been on the ground floor working with us side by side, home to home, neighborhood to neighborhood. Without her, we could not have done what we have done. I feel honored to lead such an incredible team of lay and ordained folks who truly care for the needs of the most vulnerable. The pictures you're seeing are of both diocesan as well as out-of-state teams who have come from various places, Vermont, Arkansas, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, all over the place to help us out. We had teams scheduled through the spring. The question becomes, do we still have work? And the answer is absolutely, absolutely. Even though it is true that Baton Rouge has been declared completed for the phase 1 of this process, which means marking out, gutting, and cleaning, Baton Rouge is just now beginning the rebuilding process, and that rebuilding will take at least a year, if not more. We are seeing that the people with insurance or with financial means, with extended resources, have done very well at getting back to some form of normal. But we are deeply concerned for the elderly and for those who are poor. Those who were poor before the storm and who now find themselves even in more trouble than they ever were before. We still need volunteers. Come and partner with us. Send us your congregation, send us your volunteers, but also we need financial resources to the Bishop's Fund and to Episcopal Relief and Development, and we need your support in terms of prayers. Thank you all very much, and thank you for being such a giant during this time of crisis. Thank you.